Shorty Mona Lisa, I'ma play her like I'm violent. I feel like the island, we gon' take her to the island.
Some pretty crazy news for the Sky. So I didn't see this coming, but the Chicago Sky have decided to make Chennedy Carter an unrestricted free agent. She hands down was the best player on the team last year. They struggled when she wasn't on the floor. She's really talented. I know early on she wasn't liked. As the season went on, she proved why she's tough. You know, she's a great player. Literally in my last video, I was just talking about the Erica Wheeler thing and the importance of having a good locker room, right? Saying the reasoning for the Sky not offering her another contract is because they had locker room issues with her. I'm going to show some of the stuff. According to multiple lead sources, players were unhappy with the dynamic created in the locker room last year due to Carter's behavior, which went unchecked by former coach Teresa Weatherspoon. There was concern within the team regarding how re-signing Carter will impact the Sky's chances of landing other free agents. Kennedy had an incredible season for us. She's extremely talented as a player that can impact the game at the highest level in our league. We absolutely appreciate all she did for our team last year. However, we made changes to our staff. We'll make changes to our roster. Those changes impact Kennedy's fit on the team, so we want to give her the best opportunity as a free agent. She averaged damn near 20 points last season. She was one of your best players. For them to let her be a free agent, they have to have a high-level guard coming in. We don't know who that is yet, but a high-level guard's definitely coming in. And whatever high-level guard that is, they probably felt like it was best to get rid of her. She was a very important piece for this team last season. It is pretty interesting. When the news came out, she actually joined the Twitter space and spoke. So I'm going to play some of what she said. This is Kennedy herself speaking out.
Y'all are actually really hilarious. But I'm not here to talk about money or anything like that. You guys are going to see in the future what's going to happen with me. Until then, you guys can continue your takes, whatever you think, this, that. That's cool. I'm here to speak on what happened today and what brought you guys to this circle. That's what we can talk about. But all of that WNBA stuff, I'm not here to talk about that because I know what's going on. You guys don't know what's going on. So if y'all want to talk about what just happened, we can talk about that. Other than that, I'm gonna just leave.
No, 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 Kennedy, don't leave. I mean, it's good to have you here and bust our ass.
Guys are gonna. I think that this is a business. Some things are said, some things are gone unsaid. You guys do know that. I came from Los Angeles. I didn't play. I came to a new organization. I was embraced. I was loved. I came from playing 8 minutes, guys. I came from playing 8 minutes to taking a lot of people's spots, taking minutes, playing, doing a lot of things for the organization that I really respect and I love and I appreciate for even giving me the opportunity. So for the narratives of me not being happy and this and that can't possibly be true because it's just like everything in Chicago typically went right for me. There was nothing that I could say that, oh, I didn't like the way they did this, or oh, I didn't like how this happened. Like everything was really cool from just the teammates to the games, even just when we were trying to make the playoffs. It was a hard fight. Y'all know I went down. I had a foot injury, which cost a lot of games at the end of the season. We ended up losing to Washington. I didn't play. We lost to Indiana. I didn't play that game. I missed a couple of games to where maybe if we had our whole lineup, we could have had a better outcome. But like as far as like that, there's a lot of just narratives being spent. And from my standpoint, I had a great time, and this was one of the best seasons that I ever had in my career. And I'm not gonna allow anybody to downplay it like it went bad because it didn't go bad. It was the best season that I've had in my life, shooting wise, playing wise, living wise. Like it was a great experience for me personally. It's amazing. A lot of people never even get to go outside of the U.S. So when you hear people talking about, oh, you're in China, stay in China. First off, China is paying me a hell of a lot of money to be over here. More money than I can even count up if I'm really being honest. And then on top of that, I get an extra amount of money just for winning games and having high stats. So just making the money over here just it makes me want to push harder and get better and become a great player, a great teammate. The coaches love me, the organization loves me, they appreciate me and what I've done for them. We're number one right now. We haven't took too many losses. We should make the playoffs. We could potentially play Camilla's team. So, I mean, it's fun over here. It's less stress. You ain't got to worry about all of the Twitter narratives and all of the extra stuff that just come with, playing in the W. Some of the stuff, it just be extra. Just want to focus on basketball and just have fun. Like sometimes the fun really be just taken out of it. And you don't have to deal with that here. You literally can play basketball, get paid a lot of money, and just go home, steady yourself the way it should be.
So we probably won't see you in Unrivaled next year.
That's one of the things I understand the fans want to see me in that. Um, I even talked to my family about it. 3-on-3 for me, guys. I'm pretty fast. I'm quick in transition. I don't think it would be a stretch for me, but I'm more so just focused on my bag. So, it just depends. Me and my agent, we're going through the process right now, figuring everything out. So it really just depends. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm doing so well here that it would be quadruple of what I'm making now. So it really just depends. But I love the league. I love all the ladies in it. The competition has been good. It's making everybody better. A lot of one-on-one games. So it would definitely be fun for the fans. But like I said, it really just depends.
All right, this is my last question. So you've been watching the league, right? Who do you scores? They got
We're all similar in the same ways. Watching is the Owls. So if I put my money, I put my money on the Owls. But for sure, I love Enrique's team with Ryan for sure.
Yeah, so that's from Kennedy herself. I believe this was one of the tweets she was referring to. Kennedy Carter to go virtually nothing in return. When are we going to find out the real reason why? I've long suspected that at least one of the absences that Carter had was not due to illness, but instead she was jealous because of the narrative that was going around that Angel was the most valuable person on the team. Just a suspicion, but will go a long way to explain that happened. She's too good to have given her up for nothing. Thought she averaged almost 20. Like that's a perfect. If y'all wanted to get rid of her, I feel like if it wasn't anything bad, they could have just traded her for something instead of just letting her go for nothing. I feel like no team wanted her. Maybe. And that's probably why she mentioned the China thing again. Some people brought up this old clip of her and Teresa.
See why I love my kids? See why I love them? Dang it. Freaking love you.
Love you too.
Kennedy, to just kind of hear those words from coach, what does that just mean to you to hear that level of praise and love from your head coach?
I think it really just brings out the best in me. I've been in situations where I haven't always been valued. Coaches haven't always had my back. She has my back on and off the floor. And that brings out the best side of me. That brings out me as a person. Everyone's getting to know me. I love my teammates. I love being here. We're doing something special. And I'm so thankful to be a part of something like this. 2 years coming, I'm really thankful to be a part of something like this. I was literally crying in the car yesterday, like, God, I appreciate you so much for putting me where I belong.
I think Teresa Weatherspoon, I think she ends up working with the Aces. I can see the Aces hiring her. She would be a good assistant. That's probably in the works right now, but she's been working with Unrivaled. I think that's her talking about it right here.
That they know that is a demand, and that's to play together and to bring the energy. The energy is not just coming from me, it's coming from all of us. Every one of us is step between those four lines. There's a level of energy that I love to be a part of. It's a live entertainment area that you want to be a part of. You love what it feels like. You love how it feels, and you can't help but to come in and give every single thing that you have. The moment you step between those four lines, it was for me. It was um, touching to hear those words from Aaliyah, um, because it's who I am. I'm going to bring that energy every single day, and there's a demand of them to make sure that they're getting the job done. That's that word we use every single day, and that word is accountability.
She's a good coach. I see her getting signed. I kind of think the Aces that's the only team I could really see signing her. I wouldn't be surprised if she got another head coaching job, but I see the Aces sign her. Kennedy, I just can't believe they just made her unrestricted like that. I think something happened. I don't know what happened, but something definitely did happen. You couldn't get nothing back for her. I just don't buy it. Chennedy Carter was benched for poor conduct during 2022 season with the LA Sparks, was eventually waived by the team. The benching came after Carter had an argument with a teammate and indicated that she wanted to fight. I think that's what people were talking about. I don't know. I just don't. It's hard to believe that you put up these type of numbers and the team can't get nothing for you. Like, let's say it's like waiving somebody like, or who would have this stat line in the NBA. This is low key like the Wizards just waiving Jordan Poole for nothing, essentially. Like that's how I look at this. We just want to give him the best chance to be a free agent. That I just never seen that, bro. I mean, I'm just being real. I just never seen that. So that's the equivalent. When has a team ever not done what's best for the team? Like, think about it that way. That doesn't make any sense. I don't buy it. Sorry. And then you can look at it this way as well. If a team didn't want to trade for her, I don't see anyone else trying to sign. If they didn't want to trade for you, I don't see them trying to sign you during free agency. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That didn't make any sense. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section.